everybody, Simon here from Simon Says Cycling. Today I'm going to give you some insights and tips on how to avoid crashing, especially when you're riding in a group. These are my tips, and they may or may not work for you, but these are my tips and they've worked for me, and I just don't do crashing. And that's tip number one. I've decided in my mind that I just don't do crashing. A lot of people, they seem open to crashing and crashing often, and many times those are the people who do crash a lot. So decide, number one, that you just don't do crashing. It's not something that's even in your frame of possibility for your rides. That's number one. Number two, when I'm in the pack, I'm looking always for the exit strategy. I'm never thinking to brake suddenly to avoid a crash, but rather what I'm doing is I'm always scanning the road ahead of me, not just in front of me, also ahead of me, and also to the left and the right where there's space. And I'm always thinking, okay, if this person crashes now, if this car turns out here, this is where I'm going. I already always have my exit strategy in place. And that typically doesn't involve a lot of braking, because sometimes when you brake, that's even more dangerous because riders are going to pile into the back of you. So many times that exit strategy is more about finding the gap and getting out of that situation quickly. So for me, when I'm in the pack, I'm always looking, okay, if there's a crash here, I'm moving here. If there's a crash here, I'm moving to the left. If this car pulls out now, I'm moving here off the road. And I already look to where I'm going to go. I don't look at the obstacle in place. I don't look at the riders crashing, but I look where's my exit strategy. And this has helped me many times to avoid incidents and to avoid crashes. So those are my two tips. Now the last tip really is to become very comfortable in a pack and become very relaxed. You got to be very relaxed in order to take these kind of quick actions. If you're very tense on the bike, if you're riding the brakes, most of the time you're going to overreact when there's something that happens in front of you. Remember, when a rider crashes in front of you, they're still moving. There's still some momentum that they have. So you have more time than you think to avoid the crash. Remember, they're still moving. Even though they might be sliding on the ground, they're still moving. So you have a little bit of space to work with to avoid that accident. They're not just going to stop dead right in front of you. So knowing that and planning your exit strategy, for me anyway, has really helped over the years avoid many incidents. Hope you guys got some great tips from that. Stay safe out there.